The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. Toss play. Back heads to his right. In the clear at the 25. To get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Now it's second down here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain on it.
Offense looking to convert on third and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky fourth down decision? Tackle, but first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down and hold up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. They'll try the right here. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Shotgun formation here on third down. Bringing pressure. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They've got him, but it's a huge gain. They'll spot it about the 27.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a third down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field, but instead this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm, everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they can.
Got space, looking to score. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, tie. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of a rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense operating from the pistol. They go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
For Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and front and gun and attacking downfield. I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on an offensive line and their running back.
And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
It's really good timing here between the quarterback and the receiver. And how about the receiver downfield? Does a nice job of finding that open space in the zone of the defense. And as a defense, you're just basically throwing your hands up in the air because they had that covered relatively well. Just a good play call and good execution.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to pass. It's Jones. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a third down and 3. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. The pass is intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
And this is a big-time play by this linebacker showing his versatility. We know he can stop the run, but in zone defense with cover 2, he's got an area he's got to be able to defend. That's exactly what he did. And I don't know if the quarterback even saw him or knew that he was capable of making a play like that.
It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The back's got it. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The offense with 5 receivers now, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on second down. He eludes the rush. Extending the play now. Ball carrier tackled there.
Boy, it's second down and forever. You know they're going to throw the ball. They want to throw the ball, but to the credit of the defense, there's just nothing open. How about this quarterback? Instead of throwing the ball away, he picks up some big yards. They get a real shot here now on third down.
Important third down play coming up. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Nice find there by the quarterback on third down. One of the most telling stats for me at the end of the game is how you do on third down. Being a good third down team is invaluable to your team's offensive success. That's why you drill it so much in practice.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch play to the back.
Christine, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And, Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Curse, the freak, what he was able to do, and Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Finding some room with the 25. They make the stop just short of the mark, where it's getting fourth down and inches.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Ball handed off. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Now this is the 8th play on this drive. Takes the handoff again. And that run produces a decent gain.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back has given this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And the wideout goes in motion. Try and muscle for the first down. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And it's incomplete under heavy pressure. A big fourth down stop.
I really thought that this was going to work out, showing an aggressive approach here, going for it on fourth down. Looked to be there. They just weren't able to complete it.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down play coming up. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And now the running back's got it again. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. To the air, it's Jones. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks downfield, he connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Receiver in motion now. Takes the handoff again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
And the Gators will try to keep this drive moving. They're going to run it here. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
The Gators begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Second down here, time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Quick throw caught on the left side. So we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to take the lead here before halftime. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Handoff here from the shotgun. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it, because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Second down and goal. To the air, it's Jones. Cut quickly. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. comes the point after attempt. And he knocks it right through. Kickoff team now set to boot this one away. He'll return it from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they'll start the drive. Back onto the field. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's looking to scramble. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the out route. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The clock is still running up to hurry up here, but it's a crucial 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
He's going to take off. And they get him down, but that's a solid gain there to move the sticks using his feet. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that one is no good. He missed it, and the game is still tied up. Minnows going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Offense is back out on the field now. Scanning the field, it's Jones. Down he goes, a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
They lose yards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 16. And now the handoff. Finds room at the 30. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Gators. Will take the lead in the second half.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And the point after is right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Physical run-breaking tackles. He steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Same tailback, another carry. And the run moves the ball up to the 33. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. Secondary backed up off the ball now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Chris, textbook job by the defense, surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Gain sets up a 3rd down play. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Gets some space around the 30. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Just ran away from the defense. And now the try here for the extra point. The PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the 3rd quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Florida offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. You
know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Back to pass. It's Jones. He's running on and he's looking to make a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
Automatic with the PAT. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. That run moves the ball to the 16.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Ball handed off. Here's a jet sweep. Finds room at the 30. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Boy, how fortunate is the Florida defensive coordinator when you can rely on speed and quickness like this on the defensive line. No need to blitz. You don't have to bring those linebackers when you have the tradition and speed and excellence on the defensive line like these Florida Gators have.
And sack sets up an important third down. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll hand it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. He'll ride the back again here. Not much on that play, brought down short. Alabama now operating in the red zone. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They've been very efficient. 3 for 4 on 4th down. Now they're going for it again. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Finds his man, has the first down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, Chris, they get the first down here, and I got to be honest, a little bit surprised by the softer coverage by that corner. I thought he'd be a little bit tighter and closer to the sticks, especially on a 4th down play. But give him the conversion, and they keep this drive alive.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the 1st down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first to keep this drive moving.
And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And the fullback takes a turn running the football. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
Let's face it, we all want a team full of guys that can just make big plays and get 1st downs and touchdowns. But you know what? You got to have a big man. You can just turn it to him and hand him the ball, and he can be dependable in picking up 1st downs.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
To throw, it's Jones. And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Second down after the incompletion. A terrible mistake late in the game. Not much on the return there, but the takeaway will set up the offense at the 38.
Oh, Chris, you're in the 4th quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They're going to run the option. That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the 1st down.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Snags a quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
Boy, just a great job by this quarterback of being able to put this ball up into the air to give his receiver a chance to time that up perfectly for a huge gain for the offense.
And the quarterback will just sneak it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
And this is exactly what you cannot have happen on a quarterback sneak. The offensive line just gets blown up. There was no chance of making that first down. It's a smart play by the defense, knowing it was coming and getting a tackle for loss.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, they came very close to punching that one in, and now third down and goal. And if I'm the OC, I challenge my offensive line in that back. I just slam it right back into that A-gap and try to overpower that defensive front.
Pass is incomplete, but a flag is down in the backfield. They may have roughed the quarterback. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, drops back. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Usually you'd like to run the football this close to the goal line, but if you're going to throw it, I'd get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quicker so you don't have a risk of taking a sack.
So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 7. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to score with a run to the right. Touchdown, Bama. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Pressure is coming. Looks like he's going to run it. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. And the Gators come to the line looking to crank up the tempo.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
Second down after that previous play. Looking downfield, it's Jones. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. This could be a dramatic finish, marching toward a tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a quick grab.
Wow, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 35 now. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense really clicking here. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Here's the second down play. Press coverage now from these DBs. They're going to run it. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. The important play right here. Close game, fourth quarter, 3rd and long. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for their offense.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. So on 4th down, out trots the place kicker in a very big spot here. And that one's straight down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
This one will be fair caught. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Running out of time in the pocket. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. To throw, it's Jones. Pass complete on a crosser. They stop it at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. And looking to throw now on 1st down. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a 1st down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. And it's caught. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves them closer to the goal line. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. It's a shotgun run call. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. 1st down, clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, hold on now, Chris. We're under 2 minutes to go, and these guys will not go away. They hit this extra point, cover it on onside kick. You never know.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Well, that's a great performance in the pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.